welcome to the Aviz Academy. My name is Neeraj. So let's do the lab part for the NAT. So last time in the last video we had the discussion the static NAT, the basic configuration, what we can do, and the core concept basically. What components we can use, what kind of zone we can use. So those things we have discussed. So now we will do the lab. Okay. So we have the NAT device as we can see this topology. Okay. So we have the ISP, we have the NAT device, we have the PC2, right? So we'll do a communication. So initially, let's do a verification for the interfaces. Show IP interface. So I can see Ethernet 8, that is actually towards ISP. Ethernet 120, that is towards your PC, right? And we have the same IP addresses, all good. Let's go here to the PC2. Show IP interface. Perfect, we have the IP address here, this one, all good. Now let's initially do a ping reachability check. Ping 8.8.8.8. As of now, we have not configured anything, so it should not be reachable, and that is not reachable. No worries. Let's go here. So let's do the very basic configuration, right? So initially we had the idea to basically do the NAT configuration, or we can say the NAT feature enable. So do the configuration sudo config NAT feature enable. So initially run this command on the NAT device, right? Then sudo config NAT interface add interface, right? So which interface we have to add here? We have to always choose the outside interface. So right now we can see Ethernet 8 is basically towards ISP, right? So Ethernet 8 and NAT zone. So by default, as we have discussed, all the interface will act as in the inside zone, that is zone 0. But this interface is connected to ISP, so we have to make this as a zone 1, right? Then finally do your configuration for the static NAT. Sudo config NAT add static basic NAT we are doing right now. Now what is the IP? So 40.0.0.2, I want this IP to be translated in this one to be translated, right? And what IP has to be translated? 192.168.20.2. so that's a user IP. So if I go here again, right, so here we can see that's a user IP, right? User IP. So whenever the packet will come from this IP, it has to be translated to this IP. And if the packet comes from outside, it means if the destination is 40.0.0.2, the destination has to be translated to 192.168.20.2, right? And then finally we have to say this NAT type we are using is destination NAT. This is we are doing DNAT, destination NAT. Perfect. As we had the discussion, right, where we always use whenever we want to make a local server or a web server publicly available using static NAT. So we use destination NAT, right? That's a real use case. Okay, so we have done the configuration. Now let's verify the commands. Show NAT config. I can see what global IP it will be using to do a translation 40.0.0.2. What local IP we are using here is 20.0.0, 192.168.20.2, right? Exactly as per our configuration. And here we can see by default the LAN interface is in zone 0, and the one we configured inside the zone 1, that is here. It means now this interface will automatically act as an inside zone, and this interface will automatically act as a outside interface where it will do a translation, right? Okay, show NAT translation. As we are doing the static NAT, so we will see here translation also. Now you see, if the source will be this one, it will change the packet to this IP address 40.0.0.2. And then in case if the destination is 40.0.0.2, it will do a translation to this IP. So you see, we have configured a single command, right? We have configured a single command, and then what we are doing here, we are actually doing a translation from source to source. And if this makes a destination, it means the packet comes from outside, it will do a translation from destination to destination. It means now the configuration is done. We will do a reachability check from here. We will do a ping 8.8.8.8. But before that, let me enable TCP dump here. Okay, TCP dump -i Ethernet. So 56 we are using here, and then -nn, basically I'm using nn to skip a domain lookup, right? I want to see the IP address. Otherwise, like let's say we are doing 8888, right? We'll show google.com and few more DNS lookup for the source IP also, right? But as of now, I don't want anything. Enter. It will capture all the packets that it will receive on the 56 interface. Okay, let's do a ping. Now we are doing a ping with the source IP address, this one, but in between our NAT device, this one, is doing a translation from this IP to this IP. It means here in the translation we should get actually 40002. Let's see. So you see 40002 we are getting here. So this is how we are performing static NAT. Thank you guys. Bye. Take care.